Okay, I wanted to talk about this. This is a couple of weeks, maybe it's a week old or something. The whole Jack Black, Kyle Gass thing. So they are both members of the Tenacious D band, and there was this video that went viral last week. I'm going to play it. There's a moment where Jack Black is on stage with Kyle, and I guess it's Kyle's birthday, and they're like, "What do you wish for?" And then Kyle said, "Don't miss Trump next time," and the crowd cheered and laughed. But then I guess Jack Black condemned it, and he said, "Oh, we're done touring. I don't want to tour anymore." And I don't know. I think Jack Black's kind of an a-hole. I think he just did it out of self-preservation. I don't know
I was
why.
gonna say that's the bigger crime is like if you're gonna like wish the death on a president, walking it back is such a loser move. Like
Well,
we
I
know what
guess
you think, we know what you feel. You said it on a stage, let your friends say it on a stage, and then you're gonna go and you
right.
know throw him under the bus when you were totally cheering for him. Absolute loser
He
behavior.
was cheering for him. You're right. Yeah.
Don't miss Trump next time.
He's laughing. Thank you.
Yeah, he's laughing. He doesn't.
Yeah.
If he had an immediate serious face and was shaking his head no and saying, "Man, that's not cool. That's not cool, man."
But no, this is where we get audience capture in place where he knows, even if he does think that, if he's like, hey man, that's not, the whole audience would boo him. So he's like being held hostage by his audience.
He is on stage and he probably wasn't like, okay, how do I respond to this? Like he should have just done the, you know, like started singing something goofy. Well, you think like nothing.
I didn't hear what he said. Yeah.
I just want you to make that sound again, Keanu.
Is that what he sings?
I cry every single School of Rock at the end makes me cry every single time. It goes. Well, you think you'll be just fine without Biden, but you're mine. Like something he should have just said something like that. Like no one's seen School of Rock. Okay,
I respect the riffing.
Anyway,
too.
I just think he was probably just like, yeah, that's hilarious, bro. They're on stage. I don't know.
I'm gonna play this.
He's weird.
Yeah, he didn't immediately.
The problem with this is that if this was said in the stadium, everybody laughed, it would be the end of the story. But the problem is it got filmed, then it got shared on Twitter, and then people reacted to it in a negative way. What happened was a bunch of people called all the venues that he's going to be performing at next, and they decided to cancel him. And this is the problem. It's like in the moment, seeing that, you're like, okay, you could tell it was a joke in the moment in the crowd, but because it got filmed and now it got taken out of context and taken to this other, now it's on Twitter and it's people are sensitive and it's all that stuff. That's what's going to happen. But in that time, you could just tell they're having a good time, but it's not.
Yeah.
Do you guys get what I'm saying? It's like, the film of it is horrible. It's horrible. I'm looking at it, I'm like, what a fucking piece of shit. But if you're there and you hear the joke happen, you're like, oh, we're all having a good time. You don't think about it. But now that it's getting viewed hundreds of times, I'm like, what a piece of shit. But if I was there, I'd be like, oh, that's annoying. But now that it's, you know, so.
Well, this weird yellow shirted Santa Claus said it. I don't think that Jack Black expected him to say it or whatever, you know. And now he's like kind of atoning for him, being like, "Yeah, I'm going to cancel my tour."
You guys, I don't really fucking feel bad because how many people got canceled who couldn't perform because they supported Trump, who didn't even get opportunities like this?
I don't feel bad for anyone involved. I agree. Yeah,
fuck them. Don't go on tour anymore. No one gives a shit.
All these tactics that you were just describing there, Lila, like calling up the venue, doing this, that, finding their social media. This is all stuff that they actually taught the right. Like the right learned this from years and years of cultural oppression from the left.
Wow.
And it's like, I will not partake in it because that's what I dislike the left for. And, you know, I know everyone will be like, oh, you're going to take your principles to the grave. So what? All right, great. I will. But yeah, I don't feel bad because it was more of it's this what do you expect? It's just kind of a what do you expect? Like this is, of course, it's going to go both
I
ways.
just
after
the
it's been
one
taught
thing
on
is
one
that
side,
like
but
Jack
That's
Black
real.
didn't say it, but like
This
I
is-
like that he's like atoning, like I'm gonna cancel my tour because that was I shouldn't have let this weird old Santa speak.
We're gonna play the rest
no,
of
I
this.
think he
He
should
had
have
no
said. I think
choice.
he should have said he was taking the piss. I don't care. I don't support that. I'm continuing my tour. Welcome to like reality. That's what he should have said, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Let me see what else, if there anything else is said in this clip.
Kyle Gass, happy birthday, Captain. Look. You guys are the best. I don't think we've ever performed on your actual birthday. Yeah. I like it. You guys are all okay.
Okay, I can't get over how just like fat they are.
Quite.
So here's another clip. This might provide a little bit of color as to the cancellation of the tour. This is from our good friend Tim Pool.
Blindsided after much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding. We then had this from Kyle Gass. He said this morning, the line I improvised on stage Sunday night in Sydney was highly inappropriate, dangerous, and a terrible mistake. I don't condone violence of any kind in any form against anyone. What happened was a tragedy, and I'm incredibly sorry for my severe lack of judgment. I profoundly apologize to those I've let down and truly regret any pain I've caused. Now, what I've heard since then throughout the day, they're not, I don't know if they're actually sincere or they actually care. Rumor is they didn't intentionally cancel their tour. The insurance companies said, we cannot insure you when you say these things, and we're out. The venues then said, if you don't have insurance, you don't have a show. And that ended the tour, and they have no recourse.
Right. I had no idea this happened in Australia. If I had, this makes so much more sense. Yeah, I don't think that him canceling the tour has anything to do with the state, their feelings on the statement. Australia is so strict. They're like, remember when it was like, oh, Grand Theft Auto has been banned. Australia, Tyler the Creator banned from Australia. Yours truly banned from Australia. That country will ban your ass so fast. They probably got a quick call because whenever you go and do tours in these countries, you've got a government contact, and they would have called them up and give stipulations for what you can and can't do, and would have absolutely been a government top-down thing. Had nothing to do with any of Jack Black's feelings for sure.
That makes so much more sense because I don't, from what I know of Jack Black, I'm like, this doesn't seem, I don't feel like he'd be sorry for that, for what would be like a joke. I don't think he doesn't have the scruples to be like, oh my God, the whole tour is canceled because
We're canceling the whole thing.
The tour is canceled.
the tour is canceled. Why is Australia so strict? And why did they ban you, Lauren?
This is gonna ruin the tour.
Yeah, exactly.
This is gonna
They're
ruin the
unhinged.
tour.
Australia is unhinged. They've got like a very, they're a very tight ship there, to say the least. With everything, even immigration, they got camps, they got islands for their immigrants.
Oh, right, they had the COVID camps.
Drugs impossible to get into Australia. Not that I've tried, but I know like how that system. Jeez, that
Look
sounds
how
bad.
upset they were
But,
when
like,
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard brought their dogs into Australia.
Yeah.
They
Butthole,
made them
Lauren.
publicly apologize. You know what I mean? Like it was
They're
wild.
like crazy. Lockdown during COVID, I remember being taken by the military to their little camps. They have a guard outside your door for 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. They're just, you know what it is though? It's a bunch of prisoners, a bunch of criminals they sent there. And they're like, we got to keep a tight ship or this country is going to fall apart real quick.
So that's all.
It never stopped. It
Australians are.
actually never stopped being a prison colony. It is still a prison colony. I was just sent to jail for a few years for all my activism. And then they're like, okay, you're out of here.
Wild. It is wild. Yeah, you should have put the chat thinks, Lauren, you should have put the drugs up your butt further.
Idiot.
Yep,
Think about that next time.
the apology was for Disney money, not for Tenacious D. Yeah, I think he just didn't want to ruin his family movie career. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he's a big Dem, and he's
He is.
isn't he like a George Clooney level, like Biden supporter, lefty?
He is a huge leftist. Sure, that's fine. Then he gave the microphone to some weird old man, and he said,
Who is that guy?
Joke. Yeah, right.
Kyle Gass, I guess he's the other member of Tenacious D. I don't know if he's
That
the
nobody
tenacious,
knows.
the tenacious part or the D part. I don't know. Jadine, thank you for the 20. Oh, wow. He should be allowed to say it, but we should mock Kyle Gass for being a large Santa mental deficient. Wait,
Kyle
Santa or
Gass?
Stanta?
Stanta.
Yeah.
Stanta.
Santa. No, yeah, Kyle Gass is the guy who said it. That's Jack Black's bandmate.
Never heard of her.
Okay.
Same. Never. heard of her.
Santa is my baby. Santa is my baby.
That's a
Oh, no.
inside joke.
Get on your knees and pray.
Santa.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, I think that's
What are you talking about? That's like the #1 song on the Billboard chart.
I know exactly.
I like how if you look up this Kyle Gass guy, now every single photo that comes up is just like pictures of him getting canceled with like Trump's face. And this is the biggest moment of your career.
I
my
had not
friend.
heard of him
Yeah.
until this. Yeah. This is another
Guys.
interesting wrinkle in the Jack Black story here. This another thing that would explain why he was so quick to backtrack his bandmate's statement. Jack Black seemingly confirms he is playing Steve in the Minecraft movie. So he can't lose this sweet, sweet gig.
That's a sick gig, being Steve in the Minecraft movie. Wow. Oof.
Full rainbow all the way. Double rainbow. Oh my God. Double rainbow.
Oh, he's so cringe. I don't know why.
It's like
so
I
insincere.
love him. Oh my god.
You do?
there was
Why?
this like
Yeah.
edgy Reddit atheism phase where they did all these movies about like, shitting on Christians and smoking weed and all that. And it's just like, they haven't accepted that it's over. Him and what's the other like fat guy that really likes weed? Seth Rogen. Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, like
Zach
a lot of them. Like,
Galifianakis.
yeah, they had
my,
a thing
my
that-
one true loves. Yeah.
it was overused. Their shtick was overused a bit, in my humble
Yes.
opinion. They were
I
funny
did-
for a bit. Don't get me
You're-
wrong, but it.
Right. I can't stand fucking Seth Rogen and the other one.
Seth Rogen's laugh is so annoying.
Oh, that's
I
the
can't
worst
stand
sound on
it,
the
but-
planet.
Like, I'll
They
go
just-
back and watch some of the movies I watched when I was younger, and we had a laugh over, and I'm like, ooh, they just didn't age that well.
Just
They weren't-
Jack Black in oh my god, School of
Like,
Rock.
they just-
At
I
the
see
end,
them-
it just kills me.
I see them and I go, you're the type of guy who just leaves a wet towel on the floor.
1,000%.
You know what I mean? You don't make your bed. You don't pick up. You're a child still. Like, you're just gonna smoke weed all day and not eat a vegetable.
But there's something to be said for a funny person. You know what
There
I
is-
mean?
That's
Like,
the problem. They can get away with it because they can just be funny.
'cause
But
they're funny. I know.
Mhm.
But Scotty, you hear that? You pick up those tissues that you leave
Mhm.
all over
They
the
are
floor,
the wet towel.
right? Yes, he's funny. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know,
like-
Jack Black.
They're
I
mi-
just,
yeah.
there's something
Man-child.
iconic about his movies.
He's retarded. I don't know. I hate him. I don't know why. I find him so fucking cringe. That's why I haven't watched School of Rock, or I don't think anything
I
he's done.
cry at the end of School of Rock every single time, because him and the kids are having so much fun up there. It brings me to tears. So
I think he's full of shit. Maybe Shallow Hal is when I first sort of started.
Hal's a
to
great
realize it.
movie.
It's a great
one
film.
of the best. Shallow Hal, such a good movie.
We
I don't like
stand Shallow Hal. Like, it's great. Or The Holiday. The Holiday, that's one of the best romantic comedies ever. Right?
Lauren, did you say your thoughts on Jack Black? Are you pro or anti?
Am I supposed to be pro or anti Jack Black? Do I have to take a position? Do I have
Yes.
to disavow him?
You have to.
I will be making a public statement about Jack Black tomorrow after I've met with my PR team.
Okay.
Okay. I have to get their thoughts. We have to
That dog
perfectly
looks
craft
like
a statement.
Oreo.
on the Jack Black question.
Okay. I think he sucks.
Oh,
I haven't heard his name in like half a decade, so I don't know what to think about Jack Black.
True.
I'm
I think it would
anti
be
his
great if I could go back to never hearing his name again.
I'm anti his obnoxiousness with his like personal politics and all of that. It's just he's been in a good movie or two. That's all.
Yeah, it's not like he wrote them though. I don't know.
The
I hate
movie.
him. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.